On my last video about my experience at the Canadian point of entry, someone asked me in the comment that, "Hey Taiwo, what are they really checking for if an immigration officer asks you for your phone, at the POE? What will they check? What are the things that they check? Like, give us details in details." So the thing is that a few months back, I was coming from Dubai and, I was stopped at YYC, that is the Calgary International Airport. I was sent to, the secondary inspection area. At the secondary inspection area, their job is to deny you. They don't have anything. They don't really do much there. It's just to find just one thing to send you back. You know, when you on the line at the primary inspection at the immigration primary, you guys will be on the line, and to get to your turn, they will ask you, okay, you give us your passport or your ID if you are here as a permanent resident and all that, and they will just let you go. Those are the normal this thing, the primary officers. So just to like go. But if they flag you to the secondary inspection, that one you guys will be in the hall, like in a big hall. They have time. Like those people have time. They can hold you for hours, for days, depending on depending on your case. So depending on your case. So now my name is Taiwo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time watching me, don't forget to click on the like and the subscribe button. At a secondary inspection, their job is just to screen you, to interrogate you, to ask you so many things in your application. So now if your application is DIY, you do it yourself thing, you know, it's things that you are the one that that submit your application, that do all the documents yourself. You are free, let's say 50%. If you use an agent and all that, then you are also free for, let's say, 40%. Because if you do it yourself, they will ask you much about your application. They will ask you things, where do you work, how long have you been working, like those normal simple questions. You submitted those documents you submit during your application. Those are the things that they will ask you. So now doing interrogation, then they will now, if you are not sure, or they feel the immigration feel the officer feels like something is not right, then that is when they will ask you to check your phone. And people say, okay, maybe they are targeting African, they are targeting Asia. I would say no. They flag so many people because in the secondary inspection, you will see so many people, white, black, brown, different from different countries. So it's not about the passport, I would say, but it's about like what happened, like what they like at that moment. So you see so many people, you will see people that they have been handcuffed. So at that, people crying because they are sending them back. People with different case, you guys will just sit like this. You don't know your fate. Like you don't even know what will happen next. And I'm going to say this: answer what you have been asked. Answer the question that you were asked. Don't overtalk. That is just it. And don't just talk too much. Where are you coming from? Where do you work? Give them. Don't tell them you have. I work in so company for the past 5 years. He did not ask you for how long have you been working. That is a separate question. Don't overtalk, because when you start over talking, they will feel like something is wrong. This guy is scared. Then they'll start, maybe he's scared of something. Then they'll start checking further. So it depends on what your situation. It depends on the visa that you are, you have your status. So now, especially right now that they are deporting, sending back so many visitors visa. So now you just have to be prepared when coming. So you just have to be prepared, know what you submit. If you use a consultant, know every single. See, most of these consultants always add some sweet things just to make the application to be successful. You know, know what your immigration consultant add to your application. You will not know, but you give your immigration consultant all your document. But most of them always include some things. So most of them always include some other documents that you are not aware of into the application. So now, depending if you answered, with a smile, you answered your question and it tallies with what you submit, the officer might not even check your phone. Okay, bye bye. Maybe okay, bye. But if he has time, like maybe the luck is not on your side that day, then that's when they will now proceed to checking your phone and checking your guy. Not only phone, they can decide to check laptop, some other stuff. So now, but if they check your phone, they are not looking for everything. They will only look for a week, your conversation for the last 1 week, and that is who you communicate with. What happened, your communication, your pictures for the last 1 week, like what happened in your life in the last 1 week. They can go any length as. So now they have the time to look for. It's an airport, so they have the time to look for someone that understands that language. If you are not an English speaker, they will look for maybe you're a French, you communicate in French or anything. They will look for someone that understands the French, the Filipinos, or any language you use just to interpret. They don't even need to look for. Most of the time, like me, I'm in Nigeria. Sometimes I use this pidgin and all that. So they will always use what's it called, the translator. So this Google Translator to translate what you wrote, that your chat, and they will only check for, okay, you communicate with someone, like let's say, okay, you are here on tourist visa, and in your chat you have been asking people like, hey, don't worry, I'm coming to Canada. When I get there, I will come and see you. I'm coming to Canada. When I land, I will come and do this for you. Okay, I'm coming to Canada. When you land, help me buy Gary, help me buy this, let me buy that. Like, or maybe you're an artist and you've been talking about show promotion, blah blah blah, and all that. Yeah, I will be coming to Edmonton next week. I'll be coming to this thing next week. I'll be coming to. But during your application, you wrote it there that you are you don't know have anybody in Canada. You wrote it on your application. I don't have anybody in Canada. Then during your chat, they saw that you were chatting with someone on a Canadian with a Canadian number, asking about, don't worry, I'll come and see you. Who is that person? Because you stated that you don't have anyone in the country. That is it. That is for the visiting. You stated. So why? Who is this person? Then you start asking. Is my auntie's brother? Is my uncle's sister? Is my blah blah? Then it has become something else. Their job is to interrogate you, is to send you back. You have to convince them that you are free. That is see. When it comes to secondary inspection, their job is just to send you back. Their job is just to, to find something to send you back. And if you're here on tourist visa, then they find out that you've been communicating with someone in Canada. So now that is misrepresentation. They will send you back with a 5 years ban, sometimes 10 years ban, depending. They will cancel your visa, then give you a 10 years or 5 years ban. That is misrepresentation. You lied on your application. Just look at it, and that person might not even be anybody to you. Maybe you only chat with, but because you stated in your application that you don't have anybody, you don't know anybody in Canada, then they find out that you've been chatting with just one person with a Canadian number, maybe telling the person, "Oh, I'll come and just visit you for a weekend, or I'll come and say hi to you," or maybe you just chatting that, "Okay, I'll come and live with you," or blah blah, boom. Or please help me look for a work visa, visiting to work visa. I want to come back to, then that is misrepresentation. then you will be sent back. So now concerning students, right now for the students, what they want is just to have like the first time tuition fee or first year tuition fee. Proof of income, like you are where to live. Most students right now, the thing about most students right now is that they are sending back because of housing. Because okay, you're coming, where are you going to live? Do you have an hostel approval? Like have your school or college provide an hostel for you? If you don't, where are you going to live? Nowhere, boom, can decide, hey, because there is a housing crisis right now, especially for this May section. People are coming right now, to join the May section. They are sending a lot of them back because of housing, because they don't have accommodation. Just these are they don't care about accommodation last year or last 2 years. If you've been passing through point of entry in any airport in Canada, they don't really care about. But this time around, they care more about accommodation because a lot of students, and it is the fault of the student. A lot of them are crying out, no accommodation, blah 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 blah. Now they now focus more about the accommodation. They focus more about tuition fee. Before you don't need to show proof that you've paid your tuition fee. But now you have to show a proof that you've paid your tuition fee. Not just a proof, a receipt or anything. You need to show a proof from the school that you've paid. If they find that or they feel like nah, 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 they will wait. See, before most students, these are the tricks. Before most students will come during the weekend when the schools are closed because school doesn't open on weekend. But now they all will hold you till Monday to confirm, to call the school to confirm. These are the experience that is things that is going on right now. They will hold. That's before people will come on Sunday weekend, think no, they will not, they don't have time. But now they will hold confirmed on Monday morning. They will have send a reminder to the school. They are the immigration, so they will have send a reminder. Okay, they will come, blah, 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 to the registrar. They will call, give them your name, give them your ID number, give them everything, and if the school approve it that okay, you've paid, you've truly paid, yeah, they will allow you to go. So these are the things you just have to come prepared, especially because you've spent a lot of money, you spend a lot of time, you spend a lot of prayer, you've prayed to have this thing, to have the visa, to have the status. So come prepared when coming right now. So when they are checking your phone, don't have anything that contradicts to what you submit during your application. You don't have anything that will, if you state you don't have anybody, don't communicate with anybody. If you state you know someone, your brother is in Canada, always talk to your brother and don't see anything that will, cause have that will put a you don't know you will just think you're just chatting, but you don't know. Let's say you're chatting that my bro, when I come, I would like to stay for more than 6 months, or I would like to look for work, or can you help me talk to someone? You don't know, but it's a red flag because you are here on visitors visa. So they ask me, okay, which status are you? Like I'm here as a foreign work permit, on a foreign work permit. So now, okay, which community? Okay, Fort McMurray. These, are you? Where are you working before in Nigeria? I stated. These are the things I always go in and out, coming in and out of the country. So I've never experienced it until now. They don't they, because if you come in and out, they don't really care about you until now. I was stopped and well, okay, what, or like, why do you travel? You should, at least you're here on foreign work. So now why? I said it, yeah. So I was on break at work. Do you have any proof to show? So I gave them my approval. that I'm on 1 month break. Okay, where are you going? So why don't you go to Fort Mac? That why do you come to Calgary? So now, do you have a connecting flight? I don't have a connecting flight, but my car is outside. I parked my car at the airport premises because I was just going for 1 month. So I only went for 1 month. So I parked my car at the uh, what's it called? Because they were asking, you're going to Fort Mac. Fort Mac is in Alberta. Like Fort Mac is not somewhere far. So now it's in Alberta. But they asked me, why do you come through Fort Mac? Why not Edmonton? Why not just from Edmonton to Fort Mac? Why not Fort Mac direct? But I just have to, hey, my car is in outside. Okay, 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 Yannick, let's go. So now you just have to be prepared. If you're going to Ontario and you come through Calgary, have a connecting flight to Ontario. Don't just be like they are within Canada. They are not within. See, Ontario to here, Canada is a very big country. So Ontario to here is you might even spend the same amount of money that you spend from Nigeria to. See, now Canada is very big, and to travel within Canada by air is expensive. That's why most of them go by road. So now, if you're going to Montreal and you come through Vancouver or you come through Edmonton, so now have a connecting flight to your final destination because it can cost a red flag. If you don't have a connecting flight, if you don't have a BNB to stay in that well, in your destination, okay, maybe you are here in Vancouver and you stated that you are going to Montreal in your application, that your school is in Montreal or your school is in Toronto, and you come in through YYC or Edmonton International, or you come in through all those any other airport, have a connecting flight ticket. So you show that, okay, I have a connecting flight. I just want to stay here because I'm tired for like a day or two. Then I'll be joining my connecting flight tomorrow. If you're coming as a visitor's visa, have everything that shows that you are here on a visitor's visa. A proof that you you know you're going back home to your work. Your work is still waiting for you because a lot of a news came out this week that the amount of immigration, so the amount of people that are applying for asylum has rise to 500%. That is from students and from visitors, and these students and visitors are the cost. A lot of people are coming on a visitors and claiming asylum. So you are a target if you're coming here on a visitor's visa. So stay on a visitor's visa. Don't come on a visitor's visa looking for job. I'll say this: the era of you coming to Canada on a visitor's visa looking for job has gone. Let's just say, if you see any content creator still saying that come on a visitor's visa, then you get a job, is a lie. Is a pretender. It's just looking for traffic. Just looking for what's it called, subscribers. The era has gone. Even people on a work permit right now are struggling to find a job. Canadian citizens are struggling to find a job right now. So the era of people looking for job, as the era is no more. Like maybe in the near future, yeah, maybe everything will change. So you just have to be prepared. Come on a visitor's visa, stay on a visitor's visa. That is just the plan. Stay on a visitor's visa, go back. But if you plan to work, come once. I will say this: if your plan is to come to Canada to work, have the money. The thing is that come here, do a course, check your location where you're going. Look for something that they need in that location. See what they need in Calgary. Canada is a very big country. What they need in Calgary is different from what they need in Edmonton. What they need in Ontario. See, like where I live right now, what we there's no hospital. We don't really have much hospital there, all those care home. So there's no all this nursing care, blah blah, all this job here. If you come here looking for a care job, you're on your own, because the company that hire maybe only post maybe once in 6 months, but care job is available in Ontario, in Toronto, in all those big cities, in Calgary and all that. So when you come on your first try, come look for, check that location, look for what is needed, do that course, have it there. Tell them that you are in need, you have all the certifications. See, most companies would prefer to do LMIA for you. Most companies would prefer to do, sponsor you if you have already take a step ahead. They'll be like, yeah, we don't even need to send him to school. We don't need it. You already have the certification, so let's just get this thing for him. So now I'll say my boss, my manager at work will say that we've never done sponsorship or things for anybody, but we'll do it for you, Taiwo, because you've already gone beyond. You have everything we needed from anybody. So what else is just to do it for you? So, and that's it. And it takes nothing. But it's not okay. You are looking for job, certification you don't have, everything you don't have. Then when they now call you that okay come, they now find out that you don't even have a status to work. What else? You are alone. You are looking for like four things. Someone company that will sponsor you, company that will send you to school, company that will do this for you, company, no company has time anymore. It's something that works before like 3 4 5 years ago, but right now instead of that they'll prefer to go for students. That is it. That will now prefer to go for student. Oh, let's just find one student, Jerry. That's why you see that students are the one taking up everywhere. Let's just look for one student. At least student has a status to work. You don't have. But if you get the certification yourself, you've checked everything, you've checkmarked everything, you only need just one thing, then they'll be okay, let's do it for him. But you have to sign an agreement that you work with us for 3 years, for 4 years, for 5 years, or for two, no, not even 3 4 years, it's just 3 years. Just tell you, okay, you have to stay here for 2 years and work with us. And that is it. Most community will tell you that, okay, don't worry, after we get you your PR and everything, or your status, after we bring you over, you have to work with us for 2 or 3 years, and that is it. So I'll tell you, I'm going to advise you, come prepared. Don't leave everything on check. Check your application. Check that you're not. That is my final call. So don't leave everything. Don't say that. Don't believe that you will pass through like that, and maybe they will not. It's a secondary inspection is not. What's it called? Is not. It's not for everybody. They won't ask everybody to go. So they can just ask like 5 or 10 people. Then the 11th, okay, go. Then pass the next five, the sixth person, okay, go. So now, but just come prepared, know what was submitted during your application, and pray. And I wish you all the best of luck. If you're coming in May, come prepared, and if you're coming as a student, as a visitor, as a PR, just come prepared. PR doesn't even need wahala like that. You're already a permanent resident and all that. So come prepared. You don't know what you will meet at the point of entry. And you can just come and they will not even ask you anything. So you just go. So, but that doesn't mean that it is easy. It is that easy for the next person. It is not. So that's it. Especially if you're coming in and out, maybe student right now going back to Nigeria, for the holiday and all that. Come prepared when next you come in, because now you're a student, so you don't think that you are nobody cares right now for student. So now just come prepared, know what was submitted in your application, know that you attend classes because they can confirm, note that, find out that you are free, you don't have any cupboard, any mosquito, anything in your wardrobe. so that will implicate you and all that. So that's it. I'll see you on the next one. My name is Taiwo. If you have any comment or you have anything to ask me, don't forget to drop it as a comment below, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.